If it goes to the cards, the judges always play a role in that. That's their role. You know, I don't know. I don't know who they're going to favor. I don't know who they picked for the judges. I know, everybody will have a point of view on who won and how the fight should have been done. But we're at a great advantage. We're able to sit back and watch the fight from the background and not listen to anybody's opinion but our own.
From your experience in the background you had in facing punchers in your weight class, what's something that we wouldn't know when it comes to a fighter when he approaches a guy that's known for a big punch and he's a puncher?
Sometimes, if you approach a guy that's a puncher, you want to sometimes get inside and not allow him to use that long reach of his. If he has to shorten his punches, then the power is not really there. Some guys can generate punches, power from a long distance, and when it reaches the target, the power is there already. So, like I said, remember, styles make fights. This is a style fight right now, and it's who has the better strategy going in. Kovalev may say, okay, I'm going to keep this fight at the distance, but Andre may say, boy, I'm not allowing you to keep this fight at a distance. I'm going to come in at you. I'm going to keep this fight close, and anytime you throw a punch, I may throw a punch. So, he may come that way. Kovalev may say, okay, well, I'm not letting you close. I'm just staying on the outside and boxing. That may be detrimental for him because, Andre may steal the fight by points, or it may be the other way around. We're not going to know that until we actually see that. But I believe that, both are smart fighters. Andre has a lot more to deal with because of the weight, but I think he's a special individual, and I think, he's looking good in this fight.
Seeing you wearing a Bruce Lee jacket, are you a big Bruce Lee fan?
Listen, I love fighting stars. This is a master right here. So I only wear masters. Muhammad Ali's a master.
Can you speak to PEDs at the heavyweight division? Come up rather frequently. Performance enhancing drugs. It's been rather frequently at the heavyweight division. Obviously, you didn't use them.
Okay, so I don't agree with performance enhancing drugs. I don't believe that we should use them. Obviously there's athletes out there that believe they should use them and believe they help them. At the end of the day, there's nothing that really helps this. Once you hit a guy on the chin, he's out. Doesn't matter what type of drugs is in his body.
Talk about, should there be a super heavyweight division or just one big lump sum of heavyweight divisions? Obviously, you were a big heavyweight.
Yeah, you know what? When it comes to heavyweights, obviously there's a heavyweight weight limit, and guys that weigh 300 pounds and all that don't really make good heavyweights. It's difficult for them to move around, so I think it measures it out itself. It evens out itself.
Lauren, MMA fan? Watch MMA?
Yeah.
Big fan of Conor McGregor?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Good fighter.
Mayweather McGregor? Any thoughts?
It'd be a good fight.
Yeah?
Yeah, if the ring's a little bit smaller, and you have to break down the rules. Can you kick?
Probably not. You think McGregor's hands would be able to hang with Mayweather?
Floyd's, he's got that tick down from a baby. You go tick tick and he'll start doing this.
Do you think he's struggling right now with being retired and possibly coming back? You mentioned that it was kind of a battle for you as well. So.
Yeah, it depends how much money he's spending. If he spends a lot of money, you may see him back.
But if that's all he knows, how can he fill that time with something else?
There's a lot of things. I see him traveling. He's getting out there. So I think he's getting into the business world more. So trying to do something different.
Is that what it took for you to find other things, other avenues to put that energy?
Yes, it's important just to get out there and like I said, set new goals.
So what are you enjoying now, hobby-wise, now that you're
Coming
retired?
to great fights like this, talking to beautiful people like you all.
Who wins, Anthony Joshua? I don't know if you answered. I'm late to the party. Anthony Joshua or Deontay Wilder? Who wins?
Who wins? Did they fight already? You know, I would have said Deontay because of the fact of, you know, he had that great long jab, but now that he had the operation, I think that kind of laid him back a little bit. So Anthony Joshua at the moment. No, I didn't know too much about him, but his name definitely was ringing a bell.
What's that? You need me to move?
Yeah, I think it's wide open right now, and you know, it's there for the taking. You know, it's really down to who wants to step in there first, step into the arena first, and take that chance against Klitschko.
You already know what it is. It's Barbershop Conversations. Hit the subscribe and the like button today.